Alors, bonjour, je suis Laurent Mezoué. Vous allez découvrir aujourd'hui Kat Pirelli, fondatrice de l'organisation Borneo Wildlife Preservation, dont le combat est la survie des éléphants pygmées de Bornéo. Je vous souhaite une très bonne écoute.
Hello, Kat. How are you? You good?
Hi, Laurent. Good, good. How are you doing?
Thank you. I'm very good. I would like to thank you first very much for being and sharing with Impact Earth. We're gonna discuss about your organization, Borneo Wildlife Preservation. But first, to start, I'm gonna let you introduce yourself.
Okay, well, thank you. And thank you for your interest in Borneo Wildlife Preservation. I really appreciate this. My name is Kat Pirelli. I'm the founder of Borneo Wildlife Preservation. We are a U.S. corporation classified as a 501c3 nonprofit charity. We are based in the south of France as well as in Southern California. We were founded in 2014. In 2017, we partnered with a local NGO called Borneo Conservation Trust. So our mission is focused on the survival of Bornean elephants. Our mission is promoting vital solutions to animal suffering, clear cutting of rainforests, and sustainability of renewable natural resources on the island of Borneo. So Borneo is the third largest island in the world, and it's divided into 3 countries. You've got Indonesia, Brunei, and Malaysia. And we are focused over on the Malaysia side because that's the only place where the Bornean elephants live.
Okay. And so, what are your different actions?
So what we have in place with Borneo Conservation Trust is we have, to accomplish our goals, we have set up various projects. So we have a tree planting project, which over in Borneo, the biggest problem is habitat loss. So there's a lot of fragmented forests. So with these tree planting projects, well, with the fragmented forest, it prevents animals from going from one area to the next. Now, in Borneo, it is the most biodiverse rainforest out of all 3 regions of rainforest in the world. It's the smallest, and there are so many different animals. There's over 222 different mammals, 420 different birds. But these mammals, such as the elephants, smaller animals, many species of monkey, they need to migrate from one forest to the next to get food sources. So if these forests are fragmented, they can't travel very easily and very safely. So what we do is we've created animal corridors where we plant trees to connect the rainforest so that these animals could then move safely from one forest to the next, specifically the elephants. So we plant trees that are fast growing, let's say, and we manage them for up to a year or 2 years, depending on the species of tree. And then it creates a corridor for these animals to migrate through. We also include locals to help plant the trees, so it also creates jobs, which is a great thing. We include small school groups to teach them about the rainforest. We also have an elephant food fund, and this elephant food fund provides food for nutrient-rich food for the elephants. There's a Borneo Elephant Sanctuary that we are involved with, and it's still under construction, but at this sanctuary, we have 3 elephants, so we're providing food for these elephants. We also have an eco farm project. The eco farm project is where we're creating a eco farm of sustainable food, a sustainable food source for the elephants in human care in Sabah, Borneo. In total, there are 25 elephants. Out of that 25, 24 of them will be in captive human care, probably for the duration of their lives. I think 1 might be able to be released. But because of that, they need to eat, obviously, twice a day, and it costs a lot to feed these animals because they can eat up to 250 kilos of food a day. So what we've decided is if we can help build this eco farm, then we'll have a a food source for these elephants, and we won't have to worry about it. We won't worry about it getting funds because it's always a struggle to feed these elephants. Let's see, the other thing is we have a project going on right now at Borneo Wildlife Park. That's our main focus. We're trying to get there. As soon as the international borders open up, we're gonna head over there and build out these enclosures. There's 15 elephants at the Borneo Wildlife Park, and 7 of them are outside. They're able to forage, they're able to get behavioral enrichment, they can play in the sand pile, go into the lake, or like a little a pond area, play in the water, interact like they would in the wild. But then there's 8 that are in the back night stall area that don't have that much room to move around. They're adolescents, they're getting big. There's a mama and her baby. So we are going to build a baby pen, a nice paddock for the baby. We're going to build a transfer area where these elephants will all be able to rotate in and out, so that the 8 that are inside right now in inadequate enclosures will be able to then go outside, interact, play, receive behavioral enrichment, and interact like, you know, a normal herd. So that's our main goal right now. We're still taking donations for that project. One more project that we have is an educational program where we work with, we seek sponsors to help this project, but we will work with local school children in Kota Kinabalu. And one of our partners, Jimmy Omar, who's with Borneo Conservation Trust, he is a forest expert. So what he does is he takes these kids, after the school puts them through like a little contest, I think they pick maybe 4 or 5 students, and we then take them over to the forest, and they get to, you know, learn to appreciate the plants and the animals, and they get to see the elephants up close and personal, and really learn about what they have right in their backyard. We also bring over visitors from other countries, some VIPs, to go and interact with the kids, talk to them about, you know, what they do. And we talk about solutions for protecting the rainforest. That's a big part of it. It's a whole day project. So it's kind of fun, and they all have a really good time.
Good. So now tell me about your vision. Could you give and share with us actions to follow for better future of sustainability for the preservation of our planet?
Well, specifically what I would like to say is over in, you know, Sabah, Malaysia, Borneo, rainforest in particular, with its huge biodiverse group of species being plants and animals, the Malaysian government, the Sabah state government, is going to be protecting 30% of that rainforest by the year 2025, which is huge. They don't have anything like that set up on the other side of Borneo in Indonesia. So we're very happy that they're going to be doing that. What I would say that what we all can do is not to boycott palm oil. A lot of the habitat destruction going on over in Sabah, Borneo, back in the 70s, it used to be logging. Now it's oil palm plantations. This is a cash cow. Basically, it's got a high, it's got a high yield for the amount of land that they're using. But the problem is if we boycott it, then they're going to come up with another crop that's going to take more land. So palm oil is in about everything. It's in hair products, it's in lotion, it's in our snacks, our chocolates, it's in so many different things. So what we need to do is, I would suggest only purchasing RSPO trademarked palm oil. If you're going to purchase palm oil, which not everybody does because a lot of people don't want to eat it, but if you do purchase it, it must be RSPO trademarked. So you need to look for that logo. The other thing is, if it's not, you don't really want to be eating it anyway because there's no health benefit to it. If it's not RSPO trademarked, then it's not regulated. So it's probably very toxic. It's loaded with pesticide because nobody regulates how much. In the majority of places, they're not regulated pesticide they can use. So, I mean, it's not only putting toxic chemicals into our food chain, it's also killing many of the animals over there. I've seen many elephants die from, being unintentionally poisoned just because these elephants are stuck in a plantation eating the palm, the big palm trees, and drinking the water that's loaded with runoff of pesticide. So, they might stay in this plantation for several weeks and be getting toxic. So if it's making their, if it's poisoning them, it's definitely poisoning us. Maybe not as fast, but it's definitely not good for your health. I think we've seen in the last several months that we can change our habits. This whole COVID-19 pandemic situation has forced us all to create different habits. So change is possible. We can all make better habits for the future. And I think one of those habits could be incorporating looking at your labels, looking at the ingredients, making better choices, making responsible choices on what you purchase. Consumer demand is key in something like this. Another thing is if you live in areas where you hear about forest crime or wildlife trade, poaching, report it to the authorities. We encourage people in the local communities to report any forest crime or poaching that is going on. It's the responsible thing to do. In the end, the survival of the rainforest and these elephants is going to be where the economy will grow. People in the future and our children will want to see these beautiful animals in the rainforest striving in their natural environments, not on video or in zoos or in, captive human care. So I think it will benefit the world if we can do this, not only in Borneo, but everywhere. That would be my vision.
Superb. So thank you very much, Kat. Any other actions?
No, I wish you good health, and let's see each other when this is over in the next month or so. Thank you.
Super. Thank you very much, Kat, for sharing with Impact Earth, and see you soon then.
Great, thank you. You're doing a great job.
Merci, j'espère que cette interview vous a plu. N'hésitez pas à vous abonner à ma chaîne YouTube Impact Earth. À très bientôt.